Hail to the king, baby.
Welcome, everybody, once again to another edition of After Dark with the boys right here in our studio, having a good time. We actually do have a drink of the week this week.
Basically a Bahama Mama.
Yeah. This is our salute to the beaches without having to actually be on the beach.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's going to be good. Lots of alcohol. It's Bachelor Week here at the Undefined Radio studio.
It's Bachelor Week for me every day.
That's true.
Yes.
That's true. My girl went to Hawaii. Hawaii. Yeah, they got so tough. All the beautiful water, the beaches.
Yeah, she's living a horrible life.
I feel so bad for her right now.
I do.
Awful. It rained today for 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, the gall. The gall of the water to show up for 5 minutes and then leave in paradise.
I mean, we went to Paradise and a hurricane came through and destroyed it.
Yeah.
It is gone, dude.
So if something happens to Hawaii after she leaves, we know who really was at fault.
Yeah.
It was her.
Yeah.
It was her. We appreciate you guys and gals tuning in for this week's episode, which is going to be, we got some things to talk about for sure, no doubt. A lot. It's kicking up. Election season is, mercy. We only got 19 days as of this recording right here. It's 19 days, I think, left.
Hell yeah.
Mercy, man. There's a lot of things happening.
The way it needs to go.
It better, because
we're done.
something crazy will happen.
We are done.
We are done.
This country will be done.
So if you saw the PSA at the front, no, we will talk about anything and everything. And this may not be the show for everybody. We say that up front all the time. It's we've got our own feelings about things. It's not just politics, it's about everything. It's just it's kind of a worldview that we look at and all that good stuff, and strong views on some things and just on other things. It's just what it is. But we appreciate everybody who's liked and subscribed to our channel. Thank you so much. We're past 2,000 subscribers right now and rolling on. Wow. Can't do this without you guys. Think about becoming a membership. Memberships are about the price of a Coke a month. That's it. To help support this show and keep us doing what we love to do and doing this show and doing all the reactions you like, this full broadcast that we've got a lot of good feedback on. We appreciate that. We're doing reviews, all kinds of fun stuff.
With the membership, we're going to do parties, right?
Well, but we are going to end up having for the bigger membership, we are going to throw a monthly live party, virtual party is what we're going to do.
Oh, and those parties are banging.
They are banging, and they'll be cool, and they'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
But
especially if you intertwine with us.
Yeah, if you want to interact with us, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, we don't take it seriously. We have a lot of fun. It's just what we do.
We have a couple mottos that,
that we'll tell you on night of those lives.
Yeah.
But there are 0 F's given.
Yeah.
And that's one
Pretty
of them.
much.
And that's kind of how we roll with everything. We don't take a lot seriously.
If you can't handle the adult language,
Yeah,
it's called After Dark for a reason.
Yeah, so those live shows, when we do them, they're a little tough.
Yeah,
they're a lot of fun.
talk about anything and everything.
Nothing's off the table.
Nope.
We'll let you talk about anything you want to talk about. You ask any question you want to talk about, we'll answer them all. We don't care.
Yep.
Just how it is. Let's get into this. We've got this week, as we're recording this, again, this comes out on a Monday of the following week, so a lot of things are happening. As of this recording, which is on a Thursday night, actually, is when we recorded the show, we've had Kamala sat down with Brett Baer from Fox News for about almost 30 minutes, and that was interesting.
When did she do that?
That was last night.
I didn't see it. I haven't seen it.
Dude. So, I almost feel sorry for her to a point now. And the only reason is because, to me in life, you have to have some self-awareness. All right, if you're not self-aware in this life of who you are and how you are and what you are, then it can make life extremely difficult in ways that you don't even foresee, right? Like Kamala Harris is a bumbling idiot.
Right.
And that's not to talk bad about her. It's just how it's projected. Like when you ask her a question, she can't answer it. That's scary. Like I've voted for both Democrat and Republican in my life. Whoever I believe is best for the job, that's what I've done throughout my life. If they're good for the job, let's go. If they're good for the country, that keeps me out of debt, keeps finances where they should be, keeps inflation low. That's all I care about.
I don't vote for parties.
I don't either.
I just vote for the individual that I think is gonna take care of me and my family in this world.
Yeah, I do too. Because I'm sorry, but I don't believe in racism. I don't believe in abortion and all the other stuff. And what I mean by that is, they try to blow these up as into world-ending deals, and they're not. You remember coming out of the '80s, racism was about dead. Like outside of your little stubborn backwoods hillbilly, sometimes you would have some vulgar stuff said, but for the most part, you didn't care. Didn't nobody care? We didn't care what color your skin was. We just went out, were friends, worked together. You had your work neighbors, your friendships, and you just went.
Dude,
it was not even a big deal.
I mean, this generation has gone. I mean, from
it's like they've reinvigorated.
From 1970s generation on up has been segregated.
Yeah.
I mean, we are. How's it called? What is it called? We've been
integrated.
Integrated. Right.
Yeah.
We've been together. We don't know.
We don't care.
We don't know the difference.
No, we don't. We weren't brought up with racism, right?
We wasn't brought up that way.
You better. All I was taught was, if you don't treat people good, you got a problem, boy. I'm like, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that's all that mattered, right?
I mean,
you're taught
I
to
never
respect people.
looked at them. I've never looked at anyone different than being my friend. I mean,
exactly. You're good to me. I'm good to you. That's how it should be.
Should be. Nothing
else matters.
I mean, I don't really. Okay, so you're a different color than I am.
Who cares?
Okay, but we're still friends.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's kind of funny because even all that through now, up until the mid 2000, until the late 2000s, early 2010s, where racism became a thing again. Like, where did this come from?
Man, it busted loose on that Michael Brown shit.
It did. When that happened, it became a firing point.
A big issue.
But up until then, it's like it wasn't a big issue. But now it seems like, oh, now we've got all this systemic racism, and they want to create new verbiage and new words for everything that there is now. Mm-hmm. And now we're supposed to. And it's like with the LGBTQ thing. Right? Here's my thing with that. And it's real easy. Like, you do you. I don't care. As long as it doesn't affect me, I'm fine. You can be whatever you want to be. Just your life. You're an adult. But don't go try to put it on my kids. Right? That's where I draw the line at.
Right.
Like, if they grow up and they're of age and they know that's what they are, well, then that's on them. You can be what you're going to be at that point. But until that happens, because puberty is a weird thing. You're going to undergo all these chemical changes in your body and all the stuff that happens to puberty. Right. Everybody's screwed up until they reach about, mid to late 20s.
Right.
When you really decide and you settle down, your brain stops. Finally, it's because your brain's still developing through your mid 20s. So why would you let a child say they want to do this? So, other than that, that's kind of my point, is that we have all these things, but there's no real things that should divide us. You should worry about your income, inflation, being able to feed your family, buy a house, raise a family. That should be about your thing. Safety, no wars. That would be great. I think that's something almost everybody can agree on, but it's watching Kamala last night, dude. She can't even answer a basic question. I've never in my life seen somebody say so much and say nothing at all. And last night, for 30 minutes, is exactly what happened. That dude was pressing her. He was asking her hard questions.
Was he?
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah.
She couldn't answer nothing.
She couldn't.
Like, she had everything, when she would circle, everything that she said Donald Trump's name 19 times in 25 minutes. 19 times. That was her whole answer for everything. Donald Trump bad. Donald Trump bad. That was her whole thing the whole time.
Fire.
Well, we've got the thing, and the imagination comes around, and then we've got the border with people on the other side of the border, and then you've got this side of the border, and so it all comes together, and we got to find creative ways for the border for those people on that side of the border, and this people on the other side of the border, and Donald Trump bad. What? Yeah. What are you saying?
What kind of circle was that again?
Good Lord, man. You can't have people like that running your country. And I just thought it was fascinating because you're sitting there going, my God, how? How did you get this far? And all the stuff that I would dismiss before about her sleeping her way to the top, I'm like, okay, there's a lot of that propaganda you hear back and forth with everybody. But now I'm beginning to wonder how much that is ever been true. Because, I mean, literally, I've never seen no one who couldn't answer a basic question. She could have said anything. Anything. And that's what she comes up with. Like asking her about the whole, so when she was on The View with those hens.
Dude, I can't take it.
Oh, my God.
I can't take it.
So they're going to ask her on The View. They give her softball questions on The View. So you have, and then one of them was going to ask her what should have been an easy layup. Well, is there anything you do different than the Biden administration has done? They're giving her an opportunity to separate herself.
Is that the same one?
From the last 3.5 years. No, this is on The View.
Okay.
Yeah, this is on The View. This wasn't Brett Barr's interview right here. He asked her again, though, the same question.
Okay.
So they asked her, she's like, well, there's nothing that I can think of that I would change at all. I'm like, God, idiot. You have to know the economy's rough. People are mad. What are you doing? That should have been saying, you know what? Well, he was the president. I'm just the vice president. They make the policy. I could vote for stuff, but that really wasn't my rules. And when if I become president, then this is what I want to do to make it better. She could have easily said something like that. Boom, separate yourself from what the current administration's doing, and there you go. Now, I can't think of one single thing I'd do different. I still screw the American people over. It'd be great. And he tries to ask her that again last night, and she still don't have a damn good answer for it.
She ain't gonna have an answer.
She has no answer for it. It was.
She is so horrible that I won't even watch her. It
is. It's wild. I've never in my life seen anything like it. It's
I've
crazy.
already decided on who I'm going to vote for, and the rest of it is just doesn't even matter to me.
But I guess the problem I have is I tend to overthink. I like to overthink. I like thinking about things and all kinds of stuff. But I don't think how a human being can look at her and go, "That's my candidate. That's the one I'm going to vote for because she's going to help me out."
There's a bunch of dummies out there.
I mean, it's unbelievable, unbelievable to me. It was, and last night it was certainly hammered home. If you didn't know before last night you knew. She can't handle being under pressure. She broke down. She got snarky. She got pissed. I mean, it was because he wasn't having it. Just wasn't having it. He was a nice dude, and still she wasn't having it. It was great. It was great. Dude, it was awesome.
She's not equipped to handle running this country.
No, she's really not.
I mean, can you imagine her being in the same room, sitting down with these other leaders of countries? She's got no business in there.
And this is what I hate.
And that ain't got anything to do with a woman. Because
no,
there's women out there.
That's what I was about to say.
That can handle it.
I'd put Tulsi Gabbard in the White House in a heartbeat.
Yes.
That woman right there, she's a badass.
I mean, she's a.
And there are women like her out there that says, okay, I got a firm grasp on exactly what the situation is, and let's go. It ain't got nothing to do with her being female. But that's how they want to spin it. Mm-hmm. Is that you're trying to say, well, she's a female. Who cares? We don't care if she's a female.
But she's a Marine too, right?
Tulsi?
Yeah.
She was in the service. She was in the service. She's still in the service.
She volunteered.
Yeah, she's still in the reserves now. Yeah. So
I think she was Marine. But I'm not sure.
I don't either.
I don't remember.
But wow.
But she volunteered for that, and she went in and she defended our country for like 16 years.
Yeah, and is still on reserve duty.
Right.
Reserve active.
So I mean,
active reserve.
Yeah. So I mean, just she knows her stuff.
Yeah.
She knows what she's talking about.
And that's the point. We need people who know what's going on to run the country. You just don't need your next door neighbor Buff, who had a splendid idea one night while out in his little kiddie wading pool, to be the guy that makes decisions up in Washington. That's what we're left with, are people. I'll just say this. For those of you who don't believe shady stuff goes on in Washington, and it's hard for me to believe that there's nobody who don't actually believe this.
You don't.
How do you think a person goes into that job, not being a multimillionaire, and comes out a multimillionaire? How do you think that happens? because that job doesn't pay that much. Well, I think in the legislative branches or in the Senate, you're only making, what, a couple $100,000 a year?
Yeah.
That's it. Where does all that money, extra money, come from? What do you think happens to all these big bills they create with all this extra stipulation? You're looking, it's 900 pages.
Well, let's put it this way. Let's put it this
Kickbacks,
way.
folks.
Let's put it this way. Your president goes into office, he only makes $200,000 a year for 4 years.
Well, 400,000, but yes,
Is it gone up to 400?
it's 400,000, 400,000 something.
All right, I thought it was 200,000.
But your point being that you shouldn't be coming out a multimillionaire.
Right.
Right.
But they do. Because of what the shady crap that they do.
Mm-hmm. So we used to think companies like Pfizer, a lot of these other companies, I'm not picking on Pfizer, Pfizer's the name everybody knows.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of these other companies out there, there's tons of them, who go in there and they offer them money to pass put these bills through that they want done. All these kind of things that help their companies out, that goes
Bill
on
writers.
all the time, dude, all the
And
time.
the inside trading
Oh,
that
yeah.
goes on.
Yeah, it's
you know,
there.
It's there.
It's just, here's the problem. You know why they don't expose it? Because over half of them would have to leave immediately and resign. There's a reason it's not exposed. And we just accept it. And that's on the American people because we keep accepting it.
Yep.
And that's what people don't want to look at either. It's like, well, what do we do about it? Well, you know the voting they say you go do that you're too lazy to get up and go do? Well, there we go.
I mean, that's like, what is that, AC? What's that woman's name? AO?
AOC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They keep voting her dumbass in office.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, how stupid are
It's just
you?
unbelievable.
You're the dumbass that's voting her in.
Like she knows nothing.
I mean, she...
Talking about someone who knows nothing.
Exactly.
But she likes to go on Twitch and play video games. So what? So what? What does that have to do with anything? Nothing.
Nothing.
Has nothing to do with it. But yeah, so I thought it was fascinating.
But it's and another thing that's leading this country down the bad is shows like The View,
Yes.
where they get on there and they push their agenda, push their agenda, and people believe that shit.
Well, people act like you got 5 or 6 geniuses up there on the show.
They had Dr. Phil.
Unbelievable.
They had Dr. Phil on there, and he was talking about something about what was it? Something about being. Damn, I can't even think of the name of that.
I need to know what I'm talking about before I start bringing it up, though.
That's why it's just 2 normal guys talking shit up here.
Yeah. But it was about them being arrogant and thinking they know shit that they don't know.
Yeah.
And he was naming off this stuff, and Joy was like, check mark for Trump, check mark for Trump, check mark for Trump. And he says, well, let's think about it. Most of everything I just said, all of you do the same thing. They didn't like that.
I'm sure they didn't.
They didn't like that.
How dare you point out our flaws?
Yeah, but Joy, she's Trump, check for Trump, check for Trump. She's just, man.
And they used to love Trump. Go watch the old videos of Trump on The View. It's
Same
out there,
thing
people.
with Oprah. Same thing with
Out,
Oprah.
yeah, he was on Oprah.
She
Oprah
loved-
was rooting for him for president. When they all thought he was going to run, if he ran, he was going to run as a Democrat.
Yeah.
Remember all the money he used to give to the Democrats?
Yep.
That's when they stopped liking him.
Well, that's because he realized they weren't the party to be at.
Boy, you got more and more people coming out to support him. I mean, it is wild. All these people coming out right now are just, they've all had enough.
Well, you know, you was talking about the border stuff that she was talking about earlier. You remember when he first became president and he went down to the border and went in there and was looking at the facilities and how they were and how they were saying that he was separating kids from their parents.
That
and
was
stuff like
Obama stuff.
That
dude.
was Obama stuff.
Yeah, that was Obama stuff.
That was Biden and Obama stuff.
Yeah.
So what do you think it went back to once Biden got
Yeah.
there?
What I love is that they all say every presidential candidate has always said we got to do something about the border. Every single one. Look back on it. Obama did it. Clinton did it. All the Bushes did it. Reagan did it. Everybody knows that that southern border is a problem. Trump is the only one who actually went to do something about it. And now everybody's up in arms over it. And what they've been saying now, they keep talking about the border, like, because what are they talking about? They're talking about we've got to get this border done. We got to get it fixed. But not only do we have to make sure that these people who are doing it the right way can get in easier. And it's not just a crap show where they're paying thousands and thousands of dollars and not getting anywhere. They know the bureaucracy is all messed up, right? Like, they know that. There's no question that that's done. Now we got to pause until they stop talking. So I know where to cut. Y'all done? Smalls! Idiot. Fucking idiot. All right, so, and that's a problem. And again, the problem with the border, all these other things, is that everybody talks about it, and then somebody does it, then they're mad at the person who does it. And you can't look at one thing Trump has said to me, because I keep hearing Trump's bad. Well, like what? What's he going to do? He's already president for 4 years. What bad thing happened? Nothing.
He improved.
What bad thing happened?
He improved
Exactly.
economy. He brought jobs back. He brought factories back to the United States. He was getting the other countries that owed us money were starting to pay us money. We weren't paying anybody. It was all, and then we was using our own oil.
It's just it's amazing.
We were doing things the right way.
But nobody can ever point that out. You're like, because all you hear is like I've had a couple friends of mine or acquaintances
He's
of mine
already rich. He doesn't have to
talk about, hey, well, this person said that they keep saying that Trump gets there, he's going to be a danger. He's going to really mess things up. Like you do understand, he was already in there for 4 years, and things were better. And then look what happens now. Nothing. It's garbage. It's trash. This is what we got 3.5 years of this already so far, almost 4 full years of it. And good Lord, we can't deal with another 4. And that's what we're talking about. And boy, when she was on that thing last night, you can tell that she is not one of these people who can handle hard questions. She don't know how to think about it. All right? She don't know what's going on or how to deal with it at any point. Because she can't think on her feet. You can see it in her eyes. Her facial expression is like, she has to try to think, well,
like a deer in a spotlight.
And then she started having to use all the hand gestures, the coming around and the things. And we got, oh my gosh, wish somebody would pull out that pen and go to work sometimes. Sometimes. But yeah, it was wild. It was cool though. It was interesting to see last night for sure. You see that reaction I posted about the basketball player?
Which one?
The one tried to scalp that cop, and she got shot for it.
I hadn't seen it.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
You posted it today?
It's on the reaction channel. Yeah, it's on the reactions. Go check it out, guys.
Did you do it today?
Last night.
Last night.
And as a matter of fact, it's on our Facebook page too. After dark.
Explain to me what happened.
So there's a wellness check that they asked this cop to do on this chick. She used to play for Georgetown. She's 6'6". He knocks on the door. She opens in the bathrobe. She says, hello. He says, hey, man, we're just here to come do a wellness check. She don't have time to talk to you, and slams the door in his face. He's like, well, okay. He's like, ma'am, hey, if you just come out and talk to me real quick, we're just here to do a wellness check. Just make sure everything's all right, everything's cool. He knocked on the door again, ma'am, and she opened the door. And once she opened the door, she started slashing. Caught him right there with a big butcher knife, right across the forehead. She caught him. This dude, he starts backing up down the hallway, stumbling back, reaching for his gun. And she comes out. He points at her, tells her to put the knife down. She backs up a couple steps. And she's like, you know what? Screw this. And comes after him again. All the way down that hallway. He's stumbling back, warning us, no. She gets up, starts slashing again. All of a sudden, pop, 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 pop. 5 shots. Puts her down, right? Put her down. And the next thing you see blood's pouring out of his head. 'Cause you see it dripping in front of the body camera and all this deal and all that stuff. But, yeah, so they released that footage finally. Because it's been up in arms about this whole thing about another cop kills a person of color, and it comes out like a person of color was kind of crazy. And here's the sad thing, here's the sad part of that whole story, and the reason I bring it up is because she was indeed crazy. She just had graduated out of. They have a mental health program for people who are struggling with their mental health.
Right.
You go through the courses, you get through it, and then you're certified after that. I don't know if she just stopped taking her medications or what happened.
That's generally what happens. They
So-
think they're okay and they stop taking their
Yeah, and
medicine.
then something triggered her, and she probably wasn't aware of the stuff she was doing. She just went off the deep end when that happened, and he approached her. And then here we are. And it's a sad thing that we're not aware in this country, as we should be, that mental health is one of the biggest killers in this country.
Oh yeah.
It is just one. Think of how many people wouldn't be dead if it wasn't for the mental health crisis in this country. I think school shootings are related to that. Suicides through the roof related to that. I mean, there's a lot of things you can put on the foot of mental health that's just, and people aren't getting the help they need. I think mostly because there's a taboo around saying I've got mental health issues, which I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I don't think there should. Well, I know the taboo exists, but I don't think it should be. I don't think you should ever look at somebody who's trying to fight a mental health problem. If you've ever been depressed, that's a mental health problem, right?
I got depression.
If you've ever been through any of that stuff, there's bipolar disease. I mean, that stuff it's all real, and I've known people, very close people, who that's happened to, who they go through that stuff. Hell, like you said, you've been depressed. I've been depressed. I mean, we get those dark places, so it's real easy. Now imagine people who got it 10 times worse than you do,
Oh yeah.
who walk around suicidal, walk around with all these issues, and then
Anxiety.
boom. And that was the tragic part. So when I posted that was the whole thing behind it. That was the tragic part. Was that it's sad that had to happen. That poor lady had to lose her life, and that poor cop had to shoot her.
Yeah.
Because he didn't
Well,
want
so, I mean,
to.
he's gonna live with that for the rest of his life.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
like
he's gonna see that when he goes to sleep at night.
the look
he's
on his
gonna-
face when they were trying to resuscitate her, and he's back against the wall, sitting down there, blood streaming down his forehead and stuff like that. Like, with a dazed look on his eyes too. Like,
Yeah, he's like,
and this all happens in an instant.
yeah.
I mean, it was very quick. This whole incident. 1 minute everything's cool, and all of a sudden everything went to hell in a handbasket. And they don't. It's stuff that they try to prepare you for as a police officer, but you can't be prepared for it.
No.
There's no preparing for that sort of thing that happens out there, and that's a job I don't want. Job I've never wanted. I mean, because it takes better people than me to do that job, for sure.
I've-
There,
you
it's wild.
I've got friends that are in the law enforcement. And a few of them have told me that like when you go into a house where somebody has passed away, like if you do a wellness check,
Yeah.
you go in, the people passed away, and they're sitting in a chair like this. They're all white up here, but they're all blue down here because that's where all the blood runs to. It runs
'cause it
down.
doesn't pump
It's-
anymore.
Yeah, all your blood just runs right down into your legs and feet, and it's just horrible.
Yeah,
It's just
stuff you don't want to see and don't want to deal with. I mean, that's Jesus, man. That's kind of tough. And speaking of that, we were you sent me an article earlier today or a Facebook deal. I've been following this thing a little bit. So Mark Robinson is running for governor in North Carolina, and apparently he had said something. Oh my God, was it 20 years ago? Something on social media, years and years and years and years and years ago. Supposedly, that somebody's alleged that he said it, and it's a big fight right now on whether or not that's true or not. And then again, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So he is, of course, Republican, and it was the Democrat people that leaked that deal. So now they're fighting. His lawyer came out, and they apparently have a lot of evidence, and they're suing CNN for $50 million for slander. Yeah, which is they need it.
They need to sue them, and it's great that they're doing. It's great. There's finally somebody doing that.
And they should. I mean, you shouldn't be allowed to willy-nilly go out there and try to ruin somebody's life and career. Because why didn't this happen all the way up until it's an election period?
And that's exactly what he was saying. There's an election going on.
So it's election
and
interference.
It's just you trying to smear my name
to
during
keep
the
out.
election.
And that's what they're claiming. It's election interference. Because now you're trying to tilt the election in a certain way by claiming this stuff. And I do believe these people ought to be held accountable. If you don't have surefire evidence when you make these articles up and you write these articles, you shouldn't be able to do it.
Well, back in the old days, you had to pull it and recant on it.
Oh yeah, and CNN will not do it. Now they took the post down, but they're not recanting the story at all. So it's still percolating around the interwebs and all of that good stuff just because of it. Which was, I thought, there's a lot of that goes on. Right? I mean, there's a ton of it.
I used to watch CNN all the time too.
Well, a lot of us did. We used to think it was the news you could trust.
Yeah.
CNN. And nope, turns out not so much. And there's a lot of that. I mean, there's a lot, especially, so we had Kamala debate last night, and she said something about Trump. He's like, well, this is what was said right here. She did not like that at all. Buddy, they had the video clip right there. She was not a fan of that little thing we call evidence.
Oh, that's great stuff right there.
It was like, whoops.
Let's fact check you.
Well, but here it is. What it says,
Yep.
you can see this on her face, like, why would you agree to go on Fox? You should have left it alone. Because they've been hammering about not doing all these interviews, right?
Right.
And boy, because Trump is he was on Flagrant last week, which was really cool, by the way. That was hilarious. With Andrew Schultz. Mm-hmm. Great interview.
Oh, dude, he's been knocking it out the park.
He was on PBD earlier today. I love that. Patrick Bet-David, my boy right there. That dude's good.
He's been knocking it out.
Dude, he's everywhere. He shows up everywhere doing these things. He don't give a damn. Boom, he'll be on Rogan here in the next couple of weeks. I mean, so.
I mean, you ask him any question, he answers it.
He's going to answer it.
He answers it truthfully, too.
You may not like his answer,
Yeah.
but he's going to answer it. I mean, this conversation with PBD today was great.
I mean, dude, everybody cusses. So if the president says, son of a bitch, or whatever, I mean, what are you going to say when you get your ears shot off?
Yeah.
I mean, are you going to...
My language would have been a lot more powerful than his was.
Dude.
I would have said fight, fight, fight. I had the other F word going on there.
Well, last weekend...
I can tell you.
Last weekend we was in a hell of a fight, wasn't we?
Yes, we were.
All right, so I'm sitting there in this... I get put down in this chair, and JPJ hits me in the face and head with one thick-ass
Oh, yeah.
pizza.
Yeah.
I don't even know. What kind of sheet was
I don't
that?
know.
I mean, because
I call it a pizza sheet, but I've never seen one look like that.
Man,
I mean,
that thing
it wasn't
was-
thin.
Oh, no.
I don't know what the
And he
poundage was
damn
on
near
this side.
wrapped that thing around my head, and when he hit me, I said some words.
You said some words.
I said
Because the
some
crowd
words.
repeated those words.
And the crowd repeated it, but I said some words.
Mm-hmm.
And they weren't nice.
They were not nice. I heard it all the way across the ring where I was.
Weren't nice at all.
I was like, damn.
And then, I mean, how's your face?
My face is fine. They only got my beard.
You only got
This
your
side
beard.
right here.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little shorter than the other side.
Yeah, you see it.
So when he threw it, it rolled up. It got me right here, or right here. Actually, it's where it got me, and it was like, so I turned away from it.
Oh, yeah, because I can smell
But he smidged it. I thought I was burnt up, dude.
Yeah,
I thought I was burnt up.
Yeah,
But I wasn't.
you were laying there and he's coming at us with a chair, and I'm saying some few choice words about getting up.
Yep. Dude, I couldn't see at that point. I just knew my face was messed up.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's already ugly as it is. I don't need more damage done to it.
Well, I could smell the hair that was burnt.
Dude, I couldn't tell. That's why I thought it was gone.
I was like,
Oh, jeez.
dang. That was uncalled for, too.
It was uncalled for.
So,
Everybody always outnumbers us. Isn't that weird?
yeah.
All the good guys do that.
They can't. They
Not
can't,
good guys.
They can't take us.
I keep telling everybody we're the real heroes. One day they're going to understand that and learn how true that is.
That's right.
See the Northern Lights? Didn't see the Northern Lights?
No, I haven't seen
It's the second time it's happened here. We're in North Mississippi, by the way, folks. And the Northern Lights have appeared twice here. Beautiful. Apparently everybody saw them but us the other night.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah.
I was
And
probably-
apparently there was a
I was
comet
probably-
last night.
I was probably asleep.
Yeah, supposedly there was a comet last night. My daughter saw the comet last night. I'm like, I miss all the good stuff. Why do I have to miss all the good stuff? I don't know. But it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But
What about the asteroid that was coming this way? You know anything about that?
fiance. We'll have to cut this shit out too.
What's that guy coming in?
I can tell because his tone just picked up different.
It's unreal that a Chihuahua don't like a Mexican.
I don't know. Smalls!
Smalls don't like nobody. He didn't bark too
Smalls!
much. He didn't bark too much at you.
Because I talked to him whenever I come in.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, we're gonna cut that.
Yeah, this is cut out.
Okay.
Had to cut it out last week too. Anyway, yeah, no, it was a comic last night. Comic came last night.
Oh yeah.
2 nights in a row, apparently. I didn't know anything about it until I see everybody post their pictures about it. Look, people, if you're on Facebook and you're my friends or anything like that, post these notifications beforehand.
Yeah. 'Cause
So the rest of us will know who
Yeah.
don't follow the news and stuff
yeah,
like
I
that.
don't follow the news.
Yeah, go ahead and let
I
us.
couldn't tell you the last time I watched the local news.
I don't.
I don't even.
I don't like it.
I finally put an antenna on my TV the other day just so I could watch some football.
They have stuff that comes over antenna still?
Yeah.
Really?
The local channels.
Do they?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
My face get me one of them fire sticks.
Yeah, I had a Fire Stick, or I still have a Fire Stick. I just never used it. I'm thinking about getting YouTube TV.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking about getting it because they got so many things that you can watch on there, and it's as much as we pay for Hulu, almost. I mean, so it's like, and I could get so much more from watching YouTube. We're seriously thinking about going to YouTube TV.
Fire Stick's got all that.
Stuff on it, and it's only $35 a month.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. It's not as much as you think it is. Because you gotta look at channels called the Haruba Luba channel. You're like, what is a Haruba Luba channel? I have no idea. And you go and look, it's all little pygmies running across the screen. That's all it is. It's like it's not real movies. Like, oh, I'm gonna watch The Empire Strikes Back tonight. No, you're not watching The Empire Strikes Back. You're watching the Impy Okidoogies. And they're running across there doing shit with little crazy painted sticks. It's not the same. So all those extra channels they get, you gotta be weird. Yeah, oh yeah. The Ooga Boogas. Fucking AWA fans.
Oh.
Dude, yeah, those things, those freaks. Those freaks. But so I'm thinking about going to YouTube and doing YouTube Premium, trying it out. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
I'm thinking about doing
I still
something.
watch a lot of TV though. I watch some streaming, but most of my time is spent on YouTube.
I'm looking forward to this, to that boxing match between Tyson and.
Is it back on again?
Yes, November 15th is coming up.
It is. It's for real happening now.
Yeah, it's just a month away.
November 15th.
Yeah, it's supposed to be on Netflix.
That's a Friday night.
It's going to be on Netflix.
Well, that'd be a good Friday night thing to do. November 16th, we've got Coldwater. We got a big show in Coldwater on the 16th. And on 23rd. And we got 2 shows coming up in Oxford next year.
Next year.
2025, yeah, they're already having to book their dates, so they called me the other day wanting the dates booked for it. I'm like, okay.
All right, so
Now we got 3 dates for next year already.
Yes. Absolutely.
damn.
Which is good, I guess, but I don't know. All I know is I'm tired of being abused. It happens,
I
folks.
thought we were supposed to do the abusing.
Apparently, people didn't get the memo. Because now they're bringing in people out of everywhere and then hiding people in garbage cans and doing all this other crazy stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
at
everybody's
first-
scared to fight it straight up.
Yeah, at first, dude didn't have a partner. Then all of a sudden,
He's got 2.
I mean, damn.
I mean, geez, first of all, I mean, I can see why they're like that in Missouri. I understand it.
Speaking of, first of all, have you heard about Jimmy Blaylock?
I did hear about Jimmy today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough.
Had a car wreck.
Yep.
Was in the hospital.
Fell asleep behind the wheel.
Yeah, hit a tree,
Mm-hmm.
hit him. Yeah.
Lucky.
Lucky. Yeah.
Very lucky. Yeah, I sent a message to him earlier, but that's tough.
I talked to Tia.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I was thinking about going down there and seeing him if he's still in the hospital with the ball.
Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, that sucks because you never know what's gonna stuff like that where you're just there and all of a sudden you're out. That's the only thing that really scares me, right? Because if you like pass out or something happens to you medically, especially when you get older. I mean, how many times do you think that actually happens? Probably a lot more than we
You
know.
ain't got to be older.
No,
That shit used to happen all the time to my brother.
well, yes,
Driving down
but
the
he
road.
had but he had a real issue. I'm just talking about
He
as
had
you get
sleep
older.
apnea.
That's what I'm saying. He had a real issue. I'm talking about like as a person who's never had any of that stuff, and all of a sudden you don't know that you have it, and then you're driving along and you just pass the fuck out. Now Bruno, Cody Hawk, that sucker.
He passed out and all I
His
heard
sucker
was
would pass out. Yes, many times.
and woke my ass up, and then from that point on, he never drove again.
Many times. He drove us a few times. It's like, nope.
Hell no.
Nope.
Hell no.
And he thought it was funny.
He thought it was funny.
Like, no, this is not funny.
Well, I've seen somebody here lately that's kind of been doing the same thing he used to do.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because I was talking to him and looking at him through the rear view mirror, and he's sitting there talking, and all of a sudden he's like,
Out.
his eyes closed, and he's steadily talking, and then boom.
Yeah, yeah.
And then 5 minutes later,
Sorry, you're interrupting our show. We can't have it.
5 minutes later, he's waking up, finishing the conversation.
But I missed that bitch.
Not you, him.
Huh?
Him. He did that a long time ago.
Oh, Bruno?
Yeah.
No, that's true. He would pick up right from where his last
Yes,
word was.
yes,
right?
I know.
I mean, right from his last
I know.
word.
We would be going to Tupelo on a Friday night, and he'd lay his head over. I mean, he'd fall asleep, and he'd fall over onto the passenger window, and then about 5-10 minutes later, I wouldn't say anything, and 5-10 minutes later, he'd wake up.
And it
right,
took
right from the last word. And he's talking, finishing the conversation.
and it took a hell of an incident for him to get that corrected and fixed.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? But there's a lot of people who start developing that and don't know they have it. His was early because he was young then. I mean, you're talking 20 years ago.
He was 29 years old.
That's what I'm saying. You're talking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. So, but, with Jimmy was a lot older than that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. As you get older and you start developing things that you're not aware of that are coming as a person who's getting older, it's just all of a sudden it's like, oh, shoot, what other precautions am I going to have to start taking that I don't yet know about?
Yeah.
Because it just happens. I mean, like Macho Man, when he died, he had a sudden heart attack behind the wheel and then, he crashes his Jeep. It happened in, Sarasota?
Yep.
With his wife in the passenger seat?
Yep.
She was lucky she didn't get killed.
Hit a tree.
Yeah, I mean, so that's like, you don't know. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't think the tree thing killed him. I think
I think
the
a heart attack killed him.
killed him.
I'm just saying, though, but it could have killed her
Yeah.
because he was driving also, because once you're out, that's it. There's no more control over that vehicle. So, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of stuff I think about. It's like when I'm driving, I have no issues. But if I'm a passenger, buddy,
You're out, dude.
buddy. Uh-huh.
We were driving down the road, and I looked up there the other day, and he was like,
Boom.
he was snoring too, boy.
Well, after the show, I was deadly tired.
Oh, I fell asleep after the show the other night.
Before the show wasn't so bad this time, but that started getting my medications right finally. I felt good. I hadn't fallen asleep. I'd sit here and fall asleep. At my desk working?
I know.
Not anymore. So it's been a week now. I hadn't had one episode of it.
Well,
Just
I know I
cruising
went to
along.
sleep. I know I went to sleep on the way home. Saturday night.
Did you?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. That's not good. You talking about when we are in the back seat?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know that. I thought you were driving. I was like, wait a minute.
No.
Wait a
no.
minute. Hold on.
No.
You're by yourself.
Even,
yeah.
even if it did, my car knows the way home.
Yeah, it's like it knows the path real easy.
Yeah.
It's got it figured out.
Traveled it so many times.
No, that crap's scary.
Yeah.
That crap is scary. No. But now though that the way Jen drives, I'm like, might as well just be asleep. I don't want to see it coming. I don't want to see it coming. I don't want to know what's about to happen. Freaking Bo Duke jumping shit. Just, you know. We have swerve count going.
Swerve count.
Yeah. Once we hit 4 before we left town, she got her feelings hurt and she didn't swerve again.
Shit. It felt like a damn ocean back there.
Yeah, but that wasn't swerving. That was swaying. We had swerves going on before we left town.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Whoa, damn. What we doing? Like we're in bumper cars or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, that girl. 90-0, easy. Well, she ain't really been a big speeder since Georgia.
She ever find out how much that was?
No.
She better find out.
Don't tell her.
That shit's gonna be. She doesn't want to know because she knows it's gonna be so high.
Oh, yeah.
She better find out. That shit's gonna hit her at one time. She's gonna like,
She'll have to call Mama again.
oh,
Mama, I know you're paying for this other thing, but Mama.
because they charge you extra for reckless driving. Is basically what it is.
Because she was so much over the speed limit.
She's 15 miles an hour over speed limit.
She's like, I'm just going as fast as they told me to. I'm like, no. That's not what was said. What was said is you pick a fast driver, you get behind that guy, and you shadow them. When they slow down, you slow down. You don't be the lead car. When you got stopped, you were out above, you were past in front of everybody. There was nobody around. You were in front of everybody zipping off through there. Right?
Yep.
In front of everybody. Oh, yeah.
No, when I'm driving, I'm shadowing. He knows.
Mm-hmm.
I'm shadowing somebody.
You're not out in the lead.
I'm not in the lead. I'm about 5 cars back away from him.
That's right. Jim wasn't. She's like Dale Earnhardt. Gone. Until the popo said, pull over.
I got a question though.
Okay.
Why is it that she will run up on somebody's ass, and the lane over here will be clear? There's nobody over here, but she'll run up on their ass and just ride their ass and think they should get out of the way when she could just easily just went around.
I have been asking myself that for 2 damn years now.
You know that's
Because
why.
she'll start fussing. I'm like, and she hates it because she's like, why are you taking their side? I'm like, because they're not wrong.
You know that's why that car was messing with us.
I know.
Going from Holly Springs
Yes.
all the way to past Fulton.
That's right. They did.
Almost to Alabama.
Yeah. Car was sitting there just jacking with us because she got right up on its ass. And then it just stays there.
And it was raining.
It was raining. And
Yeah.
like you could get around this vehicle. There's nothing but like clear lane over there. I'm like,
Yeah.
You can go around it. Can I? I'm like, you're on the side where you can see it. Like you're on the side where you can see the clear lane.
I'm like,
Can I? Why, yes, you can. You certainly can. Oh, she's the world's worst about that shit.
oh, dude, she'll run up on their ass and then want to be raising 9
Why
kinds
are they
of
pulling out there? I said, probably because they started pulling out 5 minutes ago and you're going 97 miles an hour. Imagine you going the speed limit. You'd have got on right up on time. It drives me crazy. I'm getting tired of these people up on my ass. I'm like, what do you think you're doing? Mm-hmm. Right?
So I ain't the only one.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
every time. It never fails. She's going to say something. She's like, well, I'm even worse when you're not here. I said, I can just imagine. Psycho redhead in a car by herself just going off on people, and nobody can fucking hear you. But you.
Look,
You and you alone are hearing this conversation.
you know my ex-wife.
Oh, yeah.
How mouthy she is, right? So she's in the Kroger parking lot in Olive Branch. And she's going through there, and somebody done something, and she went to going off on him. Well, that guy started fucking with her. I mean, messing with her hard, dude.
Yeah.
He was pissed.
I'll
know?
bet.
He was pissed, and he was coming after her, you know. And she kind of toned down a little bit after that for a while. But I think she's back to being an asshole.
Well, but that's the thing. I've told her, like, you gonna do this stuff to somebody, and they'll get mad and do something,
Up
and
in
I'm just
Memphis.
gonna be like, you on your own.
Well, she's driving that shit up in Memphis. They gonna pull. That's what a lot of these shootings that's been going on.
Oh, these road rage incidents are out there.
Yeah, dude.
It's a good thing I don't let her take her pistol with her sometimes. We'd be in trouble. I mean, because she gets bad about it. She does. And she don't see it, right?
Yeah.
Like, every other driver is in the wrong. I'm like, no. What? I always take the other driver's
Yeah.
side.
Yeah, just to piss her off.
No, because I see it because she's wrong. 9 times out of 10, it's not their fault.
Right.
There'll be the occasional one,
Yeah.
but you're like every time. She's like,
I forget what it was. We ran up on somebody's ass Saturday
Yep.
going down there, and she went to raising all kinds of hell, and the lane over here was just
yeah.
clear. And I'm thinking to myself, why didn't you just go around? But I didn't say anything.
Oh, I tell her all the time. I'm like, you know you can pass this person. And she's like, oh, can I? Who are you asking permission from? The lane's wide open. I mean, when I'm not in here telling you it's okay to pass somebody, what do you do? Or what are you sitting there doing? Suffering the whole drive? Like, oh, there's one car, and you're behind this one car. This happened a few times. She's behind one car. I can see through the windshield, boom, daylight, ahead of that car. Nobody on the other side. And she's like, I don't know why they won't go the speed limit. I'm like, I don't know why you won't pass them. I can. Really?
She better not watch this podcast. Oh, we love you though. We love you though.
We don't, no doubt, love you to death. But you little loony when it comes to the driving part.
Well, but
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been
Oh,
in
yeah.
there. I haven't been in there when she's been doing the 2 wheels.
No, you're lucky. You're lucky.
What was that?
She
that
put them
was,
2 wheels on that minivan, dude. That was a rental, right? That's a rental. We're going to a show way over across the state.
Yeah.
And she hits that thing we on the on ramp.
Yeah.
And she starts taking that curve, that van starts coming up. We just eat Mexican. And Mexican was trying to make a run for the border when that sucker got on 2 wheels. It was like, what is happening right now? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude. Oh, she can't deny none of it either.
Well,
She can't deny any of it. Because that's the truth. That happens. It's like, wait a minute. I've never seen a minivan get on 2 wheels. She did it that day. By God.
I ever tell you about heading over here? We coming down 69 and was fixing to get on 55 and was riding. Tiger was driving his new vehicle he's got. It's got the little. He says it drives itself, so it'll turn. You know, he says because it'll, when you try to go over the lane, it'll pull it back. So he's coming up on that off ramp, and he's doing 80. And I'm like, dude, you gonna slow down? I said, I don't think it's gonna turn for you. Oh yeah, it's gonna turn. It's gonna turn. I mean, at the last minute, dude, I ended up grabbing the old shit handle over
right.
here.
That's right.
And I'm thinking we're going off that son of a gun, right? I'm thinking, oh shit, we're about to go flying, Dukes of Hazzard type, Whew. Finally, he slams on the brake and turns the son of a bitch himself.
You're like,
I'm like, dude, it ain't gonna turn. It ain't gonna turn. It ain't gonna turn. He just thought that was the funniest
oh,
shit.
dude, it's not. That's because you were hoping to die at that point. Because there was room to live. That's what I tell her. I'm like, I like living. I enjoy life. Like, I don't want mine to end over something stupid.
Oh, he thought it was gonna turn. He's like, it drives itself.
Let me tell you what
No.
the psycho did.
Dude.
We first got together. We're coming back from her house, back down here. Some guy is trying to get on or something like that. She's just trying to speed up to get on. Well, you know how she is.
Oh, she had the gun in.
Oh, well, then she's like, we're not going to let him over.
She wasn't gonna let him over?
No. And speed up. Then she starts fucking around with this dude like trying to do some silly shit. I'm like, I'm gonna tell you right the fuck now. You don't stop this stupid shit, you can let my ass out, and I'll never see your ass again. So you got a choice to make. I said, because I'm not playing around. She started laughing at first, then she saw I was serious, like, oh, this is serious. Yeah, I'm like, I enjoy living, and that's just dumb. Well, he was trying to get on the interstate like everybody else. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, no. I said, you want to do that stupid shit while you're here by yourself? Have at it. I'll read about your obituary. Let's go. But when I'm in here, hell no, you better not. Oh, we got a problem.
It's a wonder she ain't got shot.
I'm telling you, it's rough. She's gotten so much better about it now. But I always wonder when I'm not in here, what happens? What clicks up here and goes, da, da. What kind of Hannibal Lecter driving are you going to do today? Right? Like that brain's right there in front of me. Oh, Clarice. And then bam! I'm telling you.
I hope she doesn't watch this one.
Oh, she's going to watch it. She watches them all.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, she didn't fly the plane.
Oh, she'll already be home by the time this airs. Yeah, she'll be home by
When's
the
she
time.
coming home?
Sunday night at midnight.
Oh, you gotta go pick her up at midnight?
Yeah, we had to drop her off at 4. We got to the airport at 4:50.
Are you gonna go in and meet her, or are you gonna?
I walked her to the airport.
I know, but
I
are
did
you-
walk her to the airport.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'll walk her down to where her luggage is at. That's just right when you get to the door.
Right. You'll meet her at the luggage thing.
Oh, yeah. When I dropped her off, we went up the escalator. I'm like, this is as far as I go. Have a good trip.
Yeah, she was upset you wouldn't go.
Well, I know it. I took her, we went up the escalator, got to the top. There were people everywhere. Looked around, I'm like, well, this is as far as I go. Have a safe trip.
Yeah.
And she just looked at me like one of them old school puppy dog cartoons with big old eyes, big oversized eyes, like they're like, and I could see the little teardrop almost. It seemed like,
Right.
like that whole thing. Like, are you going to leave me? I'm like, you're going to paradise. I've got to go back to Mississippi.
I'm
So
not
yes.
gonna watch your plane take off.
No, I'm not gonna hang on to the window like, I miss you. I'll see you in a week. You'll be back in 8 days. It's not like you're leaving forever. You'll see me again soon.
Yeah.
Oh, she's so shocked. She's gonna call me every day, all this other stuff. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. Now, we have talked every day. I think yesterday we talked for about 35 minutes total. Today we talked for about 10 minutes.
So it's gradually falling
Yeah.
off.
I told
Talk
you.
to you about 5 minutes tomorrow.
Hawaii, there's all kinds of other things to do.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was like, there you go. Now I'm proud of you.
She been to the luau or whatever.
We
It
went
is.
to the luau last night, yeah.
Yeah.
Had fun. She told me the world champion luau guy was there. I'm like, there's a world championship for luau? For, like, the fire twirling? There's world championships for fire twirling. Really?
There's world championships for everything.
That's stupid, though. Guys, get your little luau skirts on. We're going to the, get your little bar, get your lighters and your lighter fluid. We're going to the fire twirling championships.
Well, I mean,
What the hell?
there's a world championship hot dog eater.
Dumb. Dumb.
Exactly.
Dumb. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Why do you have to have a world championship for everything? I mean, come on. Fire twirling,
I mean, well, you know,
hot dog eating.
the guy that's eating a hot dog, he probably can't get on a football team.
And
I don't know, dude. I
So-
think there's been
It's
some
like they have to
really
make up a
skinny
sport.
dudes. Really skinny dudes.
those are the ones that win it.
The little skinny dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it.
That's because they got all the intestine space and they just pack it down those intestines. I don't see how they do it. That don't make any sense to me. What are you going to grow up to be, kid? I want to be the world's greatest hot dog eater. If I said that to my dad, he'd be like, have me at a therapist,
Well, I mean, it's
making
a-
sure I'm not gay.
I mean, you're wanting to be the world champion pillow fighter.
Yeah, but that's actually a sport.
So is eating hot dogs.
No, that's not a sport. That is not a sport. That is like gluttony. And gluttony is wrong.
Gluttony is wrong.
So, that's different.
Well, I mean, they got world champion cows and.
Like being a cow, world champion cow? Like, is that
Yeah.
for people, like fat
It's at
people,
the
or is
fair-
that, what is
it's at
that?
the fair.
Like for actual cattle, though?
Yeah,
Who can grow the fattest cow?
I guess it's a world champion cow. You know, they get the little prize thing.
Ribbons?
Yeah,
The ribbons they give out?
Yeah, the little ribbon.
Like the like fattest hogs, like in Charlotte's Web?
Yeah.
That sort of thing?
Yeah.
Dumb.
Dumb.
It's dumb.
Yep.
It's stupid.
Yep.
I don't care. We gotta fatten our hog up for what? It's gonna be good bacon? No, we ain't gonna eat it. We're just gonna get it fat so we can win a ribbon. You're gonna feed this hog thousands of dollars worth of food so we can win a blue ribbon at a fair.
My sister and her husband had a damn hog as big as this damn table.
Did it win this ribbon?
No, but
No, those are good for getting rid of bodies.
They ate off that sun gun for a long time.
Oh, so they actually raise theirs for bacon.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That makes sense. You raise it sucker up so you eat all the crackling. They probably had crackling for years.
Did you hear him? It's good for
Bacon.
getting rid of bodies.
It is.
It's
Hogs
getting-
will eat
It's
anything.
getting rid of bodies.
Fried tomatoes.
Hogs will eat anything.
Yeah.
They will.
All that.
Put stuff in there, those suckers go crazy. They will eat you up trying to. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You see those guys trying to wrangle those wild hogs the other day? Oh, yeah. There's a. I saw a little short on, I think it was on Facebook. They're trying to wrangle up these wild hogs that were out there. No, dude. Them little bastards are mean.
Dude,
I don't want my bacon trying to kill me.
I was watching this Facebook thing. It was either Facebook or YouTube, one of the two, where this guy was standing out there with a big old bucket of chicken, and he was calling Spot. Come here, Spot. Come here, Spot. He's standing right there in front of a little old pond, and here comes a big ass alligator out of that thing. He's calling Spot. Spot comes over there and he's feeding Spot the chicken, right? And then he's petting Spot on the head, saying, "Good Spot, good Spot."
Good spot.
I'm like, you done lost your damn mind.
I ain't trust no damn alligator like that. They ain't got no brains. Well, yeah. So I did tell you. So we were at that show. It was, dude, I've been telling the story all week.
Oh, the
it's
one about
funny.
Lawler?
Yeah, because it's funny. I hear.
Tell the people.
So I
Tell
hear.
the people.
So we get to this big show in Missouri. You got all these legends there. Jerry Lawler's there. You got
Yeah.
downtown Bruno, Doug Gilbert. Just a lot of these guys. We get there about 6. Go use the bathroom, chilling out. The meet and greet's almost over at this point. We walk out into where the meet and greet area is at, and I hear downtown Bruno using my government name, which you're not supposed to do. Bruno, you know better. But he did it. So I went over there and said hello to another couple buddies. I went over there to where Bruno and Lawler were. And I was sitting there talking and chatting, and then Lawler looks at my arm and says, "What happened to that?" And I looked at Bruno, and I looked back at Jen, and I looked at Lawler, and I said, should I tell him the truth or just the story? The story, because the story's kind of great. I said, but it's Lawler. I guess I'll tell him the
Tell
truth.
the truth.
So I told him what it was. It was a big mass on my arm right here and then the one right here. He said, you ever heard of Dr. Pimple Popper? I said, Jerry, I've sent it to them twice. And they won't do anything about it. I'm like, no, and you know they. When's the last? Have you ever seen anything like this? He's like, I said, Bruno, you ever seen Bruno jump back? He said, ah. I said, were you scared of this? He said, what's nasty? I said, what this? I came up to him. He ran all the way around by Doug to the other side, which is great. Lawler was laughing at him like he just took off.
Damn.
Hey, wrestling alligators is a thing. It's
Oh,
a thing.
dude, that one guy come out there, man, you crazy.
Trent.
You crazy. You crazy. I can't believe you did that shit.
He did.
Crazy.
He kept telling me, you know you're crazy.
You crazy.
I didn't know what he was talking about at first. I mean, the first time he told me, I had no idea what he was talking
I
about.
can't believe you be wrestling.
Dude, that's crap. Wrestling. Man,
Wrestling
what?
alligators.
What?
It's crazy. I was standing over there just laughing.
He's like, why would you do that? Well, it was fun. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Why do you do anything? Just do it because you do it. But yeah,
I would tell him, I just wanted to get him to roll over so I could rub his belly.
well, I just didn't know that he even knew what I was talking about. I had to start thinking, like, have I ever talked to him about that? I'm like, where did he even hear this at? Because I don't think I've ever told Trent the story about the alligators. Come to Allen's one told him.
Well, you told us to make sure and tell him. And don't
Well, y'all do, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, I tell them all.
I mean, so it's like,
I mean, they be coming up to me like, what happened to his arm? I'm like, dude.
he's like, were you in his territory or is he in yours? I'm like, depends how you look at it.
Kayfabe, brother.
Oh, it was funny. Their expressions are always like, this crazy son of a bitch right here, wrestling alligators.
He's like, they'd be like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. You know, he's from Texas. They dumb down in Texas.
They got alligators in Texas?
Hell yeah, they got alligators.
Well,
in
it's
Texas.
East Texas, buddy,
Come from Louisiana.
or by Louisiana. Yeah, they got alligators down there.
I told him, he said, are you serious? I said, yeah. Go ask him.
And then when they do, it's like, dude, you used to wrestle alligators? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, motherfucker. It's like, that's what? Jen watched it because if like some old person asks me, she wonders if I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm going to lie to them. I tell the truth. I used to wrestle alligators.
Yep. Them old folks be crazy.
I'm like, and they'll look at her like, and she's like,
She's trying to keep them laughing.
She'll have to turn her head and walk off. She ain't mastered the art of it yet. She's like, I don't see how you do it with a straight face. I'm like, because I've told that story for 15, 20 years now.
Dude, I can stand there with the straightest damn face while you're doing it.
I was close to telling Trent the truth, and I was like, no, we're working this.
That's right. You got to.
And I didn't expect him to go and ask you about
He
it.
did.
Or say
He couldn't help it, dude. He said that so many times. Like, every time he passed, like, you know, you're crazy.
Dude, he followed us outside. Man, you crazy.
I didn't. I thought he was talking about this hardcore match we were going to do. I was like, oh, it doesn't sound like because he overheard us talking about the fish one. That was easy to me.
We was trying to go outside to take a piss, and he followed him all
All
the
the
way
way
out
out.
there, too.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, dude.
All the way to the truck, right?
Well, you're welcome.
So I was like, no, that's not what has to happen.
Yeah.
You got to tell the story the right way. It's that shit.
Yeah.
That's how people like, because they just hear it from me, they're like, but they hear it from other people, and then they come ask me, and they talk to me about it, like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
shit.
they'll come up because they're embarrassed to ask you about it.
Yeah.
So they'll ask one of us, and when they ask me, I'm like, dude. I go, dude.
His eyes give me, dude.
Dude, he's so damn dumb. He used to wrestle alligators. And that's what happened to his shit.
I mean, it was like right after we got there and y'all walked inside. He was like, Alan, what?
They all see
What's
it.
that on his arm? And I was like, dude, it's a long story, man. Before he was Storm, he used to freaking wrestle alligators, dude. Like,
He was stormed
that's
alligator
when
wrestler.
Storm started.
That's it.
Stormed alligator
It's a
wrestler.
dark and stormy day down in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Like, you know, them
One of
hurricanes
the
would come
flus.
through and they saw them alligators in the houses. Storm used to be the one to go inside them houses and get them alligators out.
Yep. Storm done heard that song Poke Side Down, and he wanted to see what them alligators were. So damn mean.
Yep.
Well, he found one. My kids tell the story all the time. It was the best when Ari started doing it. Because she's so sweet and innocent, and she'll lie to you damn quick with that. Yep. With a straight face, like, they're like, your dad did what? Like, she got the baddest dad in this area.
Hey, that story will be a legend forever.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. It's funny. I love it.
I love it. When they come ask me, I'm like, and I'm serious. I'm just like this, dude. He is so fucking crazy. He used to wrestle alligators.
They're like, wait, what?
And I'll have that look on my face.
Yeah, like, yeah.
You know, and
They're
I'm
waiting
like,
for you to let it be on the joke,
yeah,
right?
no, and they'll be like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I'm serious." He used to wrestle alligators. I mean, he lived in Texas there for a long time. I don't know where he lived at in Texas, but wherever it was, they had alligators. and he was wrestling alligators. I don't know. That's why I don't fuck with him.
So I just tell him.
Well, I'm glad he's on my team.
Exactly.
He might have a relapse. It's just what it is. You got to create your legend.
Yeah. Well,
You've got a hell of a
we've helped you create that
That's
one
right.
because we carry that on.
That's what you got to do.
We'll tell them all.
That's what they all need to know.
Alligator hunter.
Like, I love when they ask me, how do you catch them? Like, there's a method to it, right? Because you do see some of these little people wrestling these little small alligators.
Yeah.
These little alligator farms and shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, there ain't no real secret to it. You just got to grab that son of a bitch by its belly, and then you got to grab by its top of its snout. Can't get your hands in there because its mouth is close down.
Did you see where that guy was walking his dog and that little alligator snatched his dog and went off in the water?
Yeah.
And he goes off in the down water and gets his wrestling an alligator to get his dog loose. Did you see it?
Mhm.
That was funny as
You
shit.
got to go get it. You gotta
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, he was wrestling an alligator for
Yeah.
real, dude.
I'm going
He's like,
out.
I'm getting my dog. You
I'm
can't
getting
have
my
my
dog."
dog. He went and got his dog.
But that's the thing about alligators, though. What they do is they drag you under, roll you, drown you, and then eat you.
Yeah.
So they're not eating you up above the water. That's not what they're doing. All right, so you just got to get them.
They'll snatch your limbs off when they start rolling.
Mm-hmm. They'll do all kinds of shit to you. That's why you don't have to go under with one of them. You just got to stay on top.
Rub their belly.
You think about rubbing their belly and they get a hold of you, though. That's the last thing you think about them. Like, where's that alligator dick? 'Cause I'm about to punch you in it.
Where's your alligator balls?
That's it. Where they at?
I'm fixing to hit you.
What the hell you do? About to get throat punched. Stupid alligators. Make some nice boots. Guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in to this week's edition of After Dark with the Boys. We'll be back here next Monday.
Yes, we will.
Same bat time, same bat channel. And give us a follow on Facebook, on all of our social media. You guys on X. And, of course, YouTube. Go like, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Think about becoming a member of our YouTube channel. It's only a little over $2 a month. I think it's $2.99 a month.
Start
Buy us
sending
some
some
Coke.
questions.
Help us out. You got something you want us to react to? When we do the reactions, we'll do that. You want us to talk about specific topics on this show? More than happy to. Send the questions to us. We'll get to them. We'll be happy to do it. Till then, for Brody, it's BD. We out.
See ya.